Alrighty, good evening everyone. So as you can see, I've also played a bit of this offline, so we now have access to more of the map. We've got this area now. We've got some more puzzles. And I was mostly playing it because I wanted to get through that 3-star difficulty one that we found the other day. And I did. So... oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, I apparently just ran into a hidden block. We've discovered letters in logic grids, and we've discovered what they call underclued logic grids now. So the premise of those is you win the puzzle once you've marked everything that can be logically deduced. But not everything will be. So let's start working through these chains and we can see how it works. So 13 tiles remaining. Underclude grid, so yeah, mark only what is definitely true, connect all of the dark cells. Okay, so those all have to be dark, those all have to be dark, and those do. And those could be light or dark with the rules we're given. And that is the basic premise of an underclued grid. So it's really not... I'm sure I just saw something potentially interesting. Ah! I found that one already. There's another one. There's another one. Wait, is that another one? There's so many hidden blocks. Hidden cubes, that's the word. 6 more hidden cubes. We've got to complete all 3 chains. And we've got 5 more scattered puzzles. So connect all the dark cells. So here, these 2 dark cells have to at least come through these choke points. And to get through the choke points, they have to go in both of these. And the same for this choke point. And that's everything. Okay. Connected colours must escape. It's almost like I was just describing that, but with different words. Doink. Connect all the dark cells. So, this is the exact opposite. 10. There's 14 tiles, okay. We don't mark any dark cells in this grid. What we do mark is these light cells, because they were boxed off, so no dark cells can be in there because they could never connect. And the same is true for this at the bottom and this in the middle. Also, you might notice I'm now using flood fill because it's just easier. Connections cannot cross walls. Thank you for giving us all of these insights into things that we were already applying for other logic grids. Ooh, another hidden block. Yoink. Connect all light and dark cells. Well, okay, those have to be light because they have to escape. The corners... Oh, actually, yeah, okay. These 2 in the middle we don't know, but the corners have to be matching colours for the escape reasoning. Flip. Connect all dark and light, so... Those have to be dark, those have to be dark by the escape rule. This one can't be a light cell because all the light cells also have to be connected. So that one actually has to be dark. And that's the first chain completed. I almost said the first grid then, and that is definitely not the correct word. So, back down to the middle. Next chain. I think I've not done this puzzle. Oh, don't make a 2x2. There are 4 tiles remaining. I think we can work this one out. Hey, Dev. I don't know who was involved in making these puzzles, so it's very possible. Okay, don't make that pattern. So we can block off the ends of all of these. And the middle of these. And then the 8 around the edge here. Hidden block. Oh, also, I have just noticed we need to go claim some free rewards. We'll do that when we finish this island. No 2x2s, no 4 in a row. So these get blocked off, these get blocked off, these get blocked off, these get blocked off. Ah, fair enough. I mean, they could well still be based on it. And, like, he could still have been involved in making these, because at least as I understand it, all of the puzzles in this game are handcrafted. Okay, so no 2x2s of either colour. So we have to block off all of these, which means we then also block off that. Whee. So no 5 in a row. So that's light, those 2 are dark. So I haven't yet found one where you have to have, like, colour parity. But the rules change in each one. So, like, in this one, for example, we can make any pattern we like as long as we don't have a checkerboard pattern. So, here we have to have a dark cell, light cell, light cell. This is now making a checkerboard, so this has to be a light cell and this has to be a dark cell. So often I find the hard part in this game is actually remembering that I need to pay attention to which rule set we're supposed to be using. Let's do this one while we're here. Okay, so no 4 in a row. All of the dark cells need to be connected, but the light cells don't, and also we've got the area numbers rule in play. So that has to be a dark cell, that has to be a dark cell, otherwise we'd be making a 4. We now have to put light cells on the ends here. This now has to be dark to block off there. The dark cells have to be connected, and this is a mandatory choke point. We've now got a 3 in a row, so we have to block this off. This 3 must have at least 1 here. This can't connect. This is a choke point. So the 3 actually has to go here. The choke point here has extended, which means this 3 has to be completed. This is a choke point. This is a 3 in a row. Oh, and this is a 3 in a row, and this is a 3 in a row. So this has to be dark. So this is an underclued grid where we have to fill the whole grid? That's not an underclued grid. Oh, okay. So this actually can't be a light cell. Because if this was a light, this corner would have to be dark, and it can't be. The corner actually just has to be light by the connect rule. So that has to be dark. In fact, this has to be dark, otherwise we've created an enclave. This has to be light, so this has to be light. And this has to be dark, so this has to be dark. And this is not an underclued grid. And we've still got to find 3 hidden cubes. I'm just going to have a quick poke around here, because this seems like a likely place to hide hidden cubes. Oh, hang on, there's a boingy. Oh, there's another puzzle up the top there. Hello, suspicious puzzle. Okay, we have letters and numbers. And it's not an underclued grid. Okay, so we know that the numbers have to be separated by dark cells, the letters have to be separated by light cells. And that separates the A and the B there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually that finishes off the 6. The 5 has to escape out this way. The A has to still escape, so that has to be light. Which means dark cells have to be here to connect the 2 A's. Also here to separate the 4 and 5. So the A has to go around the 4 there. The 5 can't block off the A here. Level up. And we've got the 3rd chain down here to do. Apparently I've already done that puzzle. Wait. I've already done that entire chain? Which chain haven't I done? Oh, this chain. Okay. Okay. Oh, this one's fairly easy then. So the 2 can't... This can't be light because the 2 isn't allowed to connect. And these 2 can't be light for the same reason, for the 3. That one, nice and simple. Ooh, hidden block. Two hidden blocks. One more hidden. Sneaky. Mirabilis. So this is the next puzzle in the chain. Remaining tiles 4. So these three to separate... Oh, yeah, to separate the numbers. And that one, because the 5 has to escape somewhere. Okay, so the 1 gets surrounded and separated from the 2. 2 from the 3 from the 4. The 2 and the 3 both have to escape. The 2 is done. 3 is done. Whee. Okay, so the 1 gets completely blocked off, and the 4 has to at least reach here. We've earned another Mirabilis. So there should be at least 3 more scattered logic grids. And then we get... In fact, can we find out how many puzzles are in this area? In any particularly easy way. Where are we? We're in the Shattered Whatsit, I think. Are we in the Shattered Library? I think we're in the Shattered Library. No? Maybe we're not. Oh no, we're in the Shattered Oasis. There are 90 puzzles here. Okay. We might be here for a minute. Oh, I've just seen a puzzle down there. Oh. 5 Pippa. Okay. A, B, C, D. There is only one D. A, C, C, C. There's also only one G. So D and G don't have to have anything at all. The only thing we can say is they can't connect to any other dark square chain. And we can't just block them off because that would connect F and E. We can't just run F down the middle here. Okay, so I think to start with, the C's have to connect through here and then somehow out around the back. So I think we can safely do this and then block off these two. Now F has to go somewhere, so that can escape, and A can escape around F. And then these just kind of continue on. And now that has to be light, because if it was dark, A would connect to D, and then the A's connect here, which forces the B's to connect this way. This has to be dark to separate these. And now B can basically just connect straight around the edge at this point. So let's just do that, which I think is safe. And then, actually, yeah, this is fine now, isn't it? Because the E's do this, and the C's fill in the gap. That wasn't a level 5 puzzle. And I see a hidden block. Some of the parkour in this game can get a little bit tricky, I'm gonna be honest. Where did I see the difficult puzzle? It was down here somewhere. As we flew up, there it is. Oh, maybe that's not the puzzle I saw. I'm sure I saw one that looked like it had stars. I'm also sure I saw a hidden block just then. Oh, was I actually just looking at that? Yeah, okay, I was looking at that thing in the distance. Okay. Area numbers and letters. So A has to escape, 6 has to escape. C has to escape, 5 has to escape. B and C cannot connect. C goes up here, 5 goes up here. Now B has to escape, cannot connect to A. 5 and 7 can't connect. Also, C has to escape. Again. So one of these two has to be light for the 5, and either way, this one is then dark to constrain the 5. 7 still has to escape. Can't join the 5. That sorts that out. 3, 4, 5. So the 7 needs 2 more. The B has to connect there. Pretty much whatever happens. A has to escape. I mean, I think I can kind of see what's going to happen over here, but we'll work it out properly. Hey, Ellie. Oh yeah, A and B aren't allowed to connect, so this is light, dark, light, dark, 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 light, dark, light, 3, 4, 5. This could be light. I mean, if this is light, the puzzle works. If this is dark, does the puzzle work? That goes light, light, dark. I think this works both ways, which makes me highly suspicious. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, it doesn't. Because if this is light, dark connects over the top, it connects A and C. No, okay, the 7 has to go up. And then dark, dark, and light here. See, sometimes you miss really obvious things when you focus on one part of the puzzle. Oh, hello. Lots of letters. Okay. So we separate out all of the adjacent, or adjacent-ish letters. And then deal with the ones that need to somehow escape. There are no more E's. This one, this one. This now has to be dark. This has to escape. This is a C, so this can't connect there. Oh, it's a heart! Mirabilis. 46 solved, 27 still available. Uh-huh. What, like 73 puzzles in total? Which, to be fair, that does count things like hidden blocks as puzzles. So all the hidden blocks, wandering echoes, all... Ooh. Oh, hello. Alright, let's give it a go. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this is not a lot to start with. Okay. So we know some things have to escape. Kind of like this. Now this C prevents this B going around the bottom. Which means this C, because this B then has to go over the top of this C to connect to this B. Which means this C has to go around to the right. If it goes around to the right, where does the A go? No. Okay. This is going to be a trip. So, the C forces the B to go through the middle. Or to go over this C, more accurately. Which means this C goes around this B. If this C goes around this B, it also prevents this A from going left or straight up. So this A has to go around this B. Which means this C... So the problem you have there is you can't actually fit the C and the A both through this gap. Which means that the only way to connect this A, which now has to go around the B, is if the C goes up over the top of this A, back down somewhere over here, around this B goes up over the top of the C line down to this B, the C can then loop all the way back around over the top, and then we just have to be careful that we don't block off this D line. So, for example, if the C... I don't care about getting this perfect, so let me just mark in some potential sort of corners. So if the C goes here, then the B can go here. And then the D goes up along here, down here, back up through here, around. That's how this puzzle works. Yeah. So this, the C and the C, the B, and the A form a kind of snake. And then the D kind of weaves between them all. So in fact, the A just goes straight up like that. And then the C goes straight up here, and along, and down. And that leaves a very long and winding path for the D. And you get all of that by just spotting the interaction between the A, B, and C down the bottom here. That seemed so much easier than the 3-star puzzle that I did. And that's 4-star. That's supposed to be above Grandmaster difficulty. have found that. Oh, there's one, though. Did I just see another one hiding here? No? Anything out on a ledge? There's so many puzzles. Okay, I think this is actually only 2 stars. The fact that they are angry red stars had me worried. Okay. So what's the interplay here look like? So if the A's were to go around the edge of the grid... No, I don't think they can. And they have to, though, don't they? Because they can't come through the middle. There's going to be some interesting... we've got lots of insights, Ellie. Not all of them have been insights that we needed or were useful, but we've got lots of insights. Okay, let's try starting with B. So B would come around here. And then A... I'm trying to spot what the interplay that needs to happen is. Because we've clearly got some interesting symmetry happening. So we're going to have some sort of spirally thing so that all of the different letter blocks can wrap around each other. So, like... only C or D can cross through here, right? And only A or B can cross through here. So you either have an A that comes up and goes around this way, which it can't. Okay. So only A and B can go through this area. Because if a C tried to, the B stops it. And if a D tried to, the A stops it. But an A can go through because it's not stopped by the light square B, and a B can because it's not stopped by the dark square A. However, when A tries to go through here, where does it go? It can't go down here because of the D. It can't go down here because of the D. It can't go down here because of the D. Which means that the B has to come out this way, which forces where the A has to go. And that starts to force where the C has to go. And that forces where the D has to go. Now, the B can carry on around the outside here. And that makes the D come out over this way in a mirror of that pattern. So, yeah, let's start there. So, we have the same logic here with C and D that we had with A and B. But the colours are inverted. So this D comes out this way. And now the A is forced. Yeah, this is actually symmetric, isn't it? It's fully symmetric. And now this can't be dark because it would connect D and A. But this is light and connects the C. And the only way then... Let's also fill in that, because it has to escape. The only way for these C's to connect to this C is up through this gap. And then the D goes around the top. B has to escape. The only place for A to connect to this A is through this gap. And then B goes around the bottom. There we go. So yeah, that was an interesting one of realising how the interplay around the edges had to work. A lot of these, once you work out where the most constrained part of the puzzle is, start to get a lot easier. It's just not always obvious up front. Oh, that is one we've already found. What the most constrained part is. Okay. This 4 pipper in the middle was an interesting one. So it's not remembered that I did it, apparently. That's interesting. Let's redo it. Okay. So we stand here. Then it's a sort of inverted L in dark. Here. This one is second from the left on the top and the bottom right. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the top right 2, bottom left 2, and this one. If I've looked at that correctly. There we go. So I worked it out earlier, clearly. But it's as you stand and look at the non-destroyed sets of arches, which ones have walls behind from your perspective, with that one being sneaky because it's actually a wall from the other side. Oh, a sneaky block up there as well, look. 23 puzzles still available. Oh, hello. You look like an unsolved puzzle. Which sounds like the weirdest insult. Well, this C is interesting because it actually can't go anywhere. But we'll leave that for the moment. This 2 is now complete, so we can block these. That would join an A and a B, so that can't happen. That would join an A and a B. That would join an A and a B. That would make a 4 or 5, so that can't happen. That would join an A and a B. The B now has to come out across here. This 4. This 4 must go to at least there. This A needs to escape somehow. This A has to somehow connect to this A, and I only see one way for that to meaningfully happen. Oh yeah, okay. You can't connect the B to the A. That's what I was missing there. It's like, wait, why does this look like there's 2 ways to solve this? Answer, because I'm an idiot. Mind you, I'm the kind of idiot who accidentally destroyed a Git repository earlier, so I think being an idiot is kind of something you can take for granted. Trying to fix weird issues with, like, accessing Git LFS storage. It's like, oh, I can delete this folder and this other folder that looks like it has a problem, and accidentally deleted the .git folder as part of it. It's like, and now I don't have a repository anymore. Sneaky block. There's so many hidden blocks in this island. And after all was said and done, hello, it ended up just being the problem that I'd updated my password and it had crashed the proxy that I needed to access the LFS store. Okay, so no light square 4 in a row, and all the light... You could have just said all the light squares have to be connected. Like, you've marked them all as A. So these two both have to be dark, these two have to be dark. So these all have to be light to join the groups together, which means these must now be dark. This has to be dark because we've got 3 in a row. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. This cannot just connect straight across here. But... So these two blocks have to connect, and I'm trying to see which ways they can't. So can this ever be a light cell? This would be dark. Light, light, yes. Can this ever be a dark cell? This can't be a dark cell, because then you'd have 4 in a row up here. So this actually must be light, which means this, and those two are dark. I mean, honestly, Dev, if I deleted the .blocks directory at this point, I think we would have... We'd have finished this island, in fact. Given how many hidden blocks we've actually found. Oh, hang on, there's one. How many hidden blocks we found here. I see something sneaky down there. No, that was just me looking at sky. They also like to hide hidden blocks in trees, in case you're wondering why I'm spending a lot of time looking at the scenery. Oh, hello. I seem to mostly find hidden blocks by just sort of blundering into them rather than finding them. I mean, it works, but it's not how I feel you're intended to do these things. So 16 puzzles still available. We're making good progress, to be fair. Okay, that is one we found. That's definitely one we found. It's visible from too far away. We must have found it. I'm just kind of assuming that a lot of the puzzles that we haven't done are going to be hidden blocks. But that's pretty much based on a hunch and how many hidden blocks there seem to be. And that it doesn't look like there's much left by way of logic grids here. Okay, it doesn't look like there is one there. I don't remember if I checked that bit, though, earlier. Ah, there's one. I just had a sudden realisation that this ledge looked standable. And if you can stand on something, there's probably a hidden block there. At least in this island. Although I was also expecting it to be, like, set in one of the recesses, hiding like it was part of architecture. Blodgett just sounds like the name from some sort of, like, old-school British children's book. Although I might also be thinking that because I was reading the Bangers and Chips explosion again recently. Largely for nostalgia purposes. Also kind of vaguely wondering if we've got more hidden not hidden echoes, wandering echoes to find. Wait, is that one found? Yes. No, that's not the same island. We're down to only 15 puzzles left. That's that 4-star that we did. That was definitely not a 4-star difficulty puzzle. That looks like we could do that one. Yeah. Oh, that was that puzzle. I mean, like, we have done enough to finish this island. I just would really like to complete this island. Oh, hang on. There's... Again, not one that I'd seen, but, you know, I'll take it. Also, if you're out in chat and just want to, like, join in, this does have, like, a co-op party system, so feel free to let me know, and then you can send me pings to tell me what I've missed. So after finding the 2-star on that ledge, I'm suspicious of edges. I mean, I guess it would just be sausage and mash, wouldn't it? Wait, is that a cave? No, that's just a weird... No, it is a cave. Maybe. Oh, that's not a cave you're supposed to go in. Okay. I found the sub-ocean. Okay, turbo jump it is. Turbo jump is very useful for areas like that. Yeah, okay, it might just be time to head back and we'll revisit some places later to see if we can get the 100% on everything. Oh, this one isn't done? Okay. So no light 2x2s, no dark 2x1s. But we know those have to be dark, so those have to be light. Also, these have to be dark. Which means these have to be light. Also, to escape, these have to be light. To avoid joining, these have to be dark, light, dark, light, light, light. This is a mandatory choke point. Avoid 2x2s. Avoid 2x2s. Escape. No 2x1s. Escape. Mandatory choke point. Okay, so sometimes it resets the puzzles for some reason, so we might have already done those. But because I know we finished the chains, so that one I just looked at must have been done already. I think that one is actually also done because it's got the like golden box thing around it. Fine. How do I get off this island again? Whee! Hello. All dark regions have area 2. Connect all light cells. Okay. There are light cells over here. There must be. So, we know then that these light cells must come up through here. Because there's a whole bunch of mandatory choke points. This can't be dark because it could never be region 2. Same with this one. This one must be dark. One of these two is dark, which means this one must be light, which means this one must be light. One of these three must be dark. If this one is dark, these are all light, so this must be light. Now one of these two, so this one must be light, so it's that way. Oh, yeah, if this one was dark, it just blocks everything off. So this one is dark. And now this one must be light, this one must be light, dark, light, dark, light. Okay. If this one is dark, because we still have to have at least, like, 3 light cells down here or something. So if this one is dark, everything is broken. So actually we have more choke points. So this all has to be light. And if this was dark, we have the same problem. So this is light. So dark, light, 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 dark, light, dark, light, 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 light. Ooh, we have a speaky thing. Trans-universal proverb. Growth thrives when challenged just beyond comfort's embrace. Oh, hello. This is a large grid. Let's just have a look at this for a moment, shall we? It might as well be Bomberman. Like, there is no way these Ds just connect. Something's going to have to go down through the middle of them. So this A has to get down here. And that means... So if the A went straight down, you'd have to get B, C, E, and H through these two, which clearly can't happen. So A has to go around at least 2 of B, C, E, and H. It can't go around E. So it could go around, like, C and H. And then you've got H can come down here, C can come down here. B then is going to have to go up this way, so A has to come out around B, I think. I'm just going to... put that in, because I'm fairly confident in it. Although that's interesting if we do it that way, because now the A can't go around the C. I mean, unless the C goes around the B? No, that can't work. So the C could go around the A. No, okay, this is definitely wrong, isn't it? Never mind. I might solve this one off stream, because that's one that I'm gonna sit and just do for a while. And I'm perfectly happy to do that, but it's not gonna be the most compelling watching ever. And I might need a pen and paper to make some notes with. That skydrop is evil. Can't see it through the foliage. Is that one? Yes. Oh, I've also just remembered we were supposed to... where is the doodad? What is the doodad? That's the doodad. Please give us free whatever. Ooh. Solve 30 shiny puzzles. Okay, what do we think constitutes a shiny puzzle? Do we think skydrops maybe constitute shiny puzzles? I kind of like the luminous quests because they are almost like meta puzzles. Or at least some of them are. Oh, hello. There's like a whole... The upper floor. Connect all the dark cells, all the light cells, no 2x2 darks. So let's start by blocking off all of the 2x2s that already exist. And then we can start escaping. Well, these light cells clearly have to come out of here somehow. Also, they have to get through this choke point and this choke point. Well, that has to come in here. And then, there we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. No 2x2s connect all of the dark cells. So, and this is a choke point, so we can do that fairly easily. That has to escape. No 2x2s. This is a choke point. 2x2s, 2x2s, escape, escape, 2x2s, choke point, 2x2. If I ever kind of like rip through that logic and you're not keeping up, feel free to ask me to go back through it again. As a general offer to anyone. I realise with some of these I am kind of just going, okay, I have my code words for what's going on here. I'm just doing the thing. And this one is really, at the moment at least, it's just the one tile at a time, block off things that aren't allowed to connect to each other, and then make sure everything that has to escape is escaping. I've gone wrong here, haven't I? Oh, you cheeky... Just realised there is only one D. Yeah. This is an interesting... There's also only one F. This is going to be a mirror of this D, isn't it? No, that's not allowed. Oh, there's also only one E. Let's try this again. But now realising that I'm not trying to get the E anywhere. The problem there is I was trying to focus on too many different things at once. The A, the B, and the C all have to go somewhere. D, E, and F do not. There. There we go. after a couple of false starts, we did make it. No 2x2s, all of the dark cells connected. There are so many 2x2s, I'm almost certainly going to miss one. This now has to escape. 2x2. Escape. 2x2. Escape somehow. This. 2x2. Oh, interesting. Escape. 2x2. Okay. So if they connect, if that's a dark cell, these are both light and it breaks. So that has to be a light cell. Like that. Okay. Separate the letters. Check to see there is only one D. So I don't want to do anything with the D. I think that's just generally true, but need to be careful that I don't try and connect it to anything. Well, this C has to come out this way. Ah, I've also just seen the no 4 in a row. I should have looked at the rules first as well. That would have been useful. Which means that must be a dark cell. Like that. Alright, rest well, Ellie. Why is this E on fire? A, B, B, C, 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 D, 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 E. Okay, everything has to connect to something. If this was a light cell, this A couldn't go anywhere, so this can't be a light cell. There are no more A's, but I'm not going to fill that in yet, just in case. Okay, now if this was a light cell, for the same logic we had up here, this C would be trapped, so this must be a dark cell. It's not as directly helpful yet, but we'll get somewhere with it, I'm sure. There are no more B's. Oh, actually, this C can't escape out there. What am I doing? I'm being a fool. That has to be dark. There we go. Again, we immediately start by separating these. A's, B's, C's, D's. Everything is connecting again. Okay. So here's a nice trick as well. Because of the way this puzzle works, this must be a light cell and connect to this B, because it's the only way the B can get around the A. And the same is actually then true of these two. and all of the dark cells are connected, which is how we disambiguate this corner. And all the dark cells being connected gives us useful additional information. Okay. So, I mean, the D can't come across the top. Okay, we've actually got the same thing we had with the A and the B. The D can't have a block that goes through here in any way, because it would have to be adjacent to the C. And to go beneath it, these three all must be part of this D. And this D also can't, like, connect over the top. Because that would... Well, it can, but if it did, this is still a light cell. This can't be a dark cell, essentially. That's what I'm trying to say there. In a very laborious way. Now, I think the next thing... In fact, okay. Also, another obvious part that I should have done before is the only way these two Bs connect is with a light cell here. Because this could be a light cell as well, but it doesn't go anywhere, it's just a dead end. It still has to connect this way. So we can make this a dark cell. This is a dark cell to escape. So this is a light cell to escape. Dark cell to escape, light cell to escape, dark cell to escape. This B doesn't need to escape anymore. Now, if this was a light cell... If this was a light cell, this would have to be a dark cell. And for this to escape, all of these would be dark cells. So this actually can't be a light cell. And I'm making some assumptions that these are all light cells, these are light cells, and dark goes around the outside, because it's that kind of pattern. If the dark cells don't go around the outside, how do these A's connect, essentially? So the A's pretty much have to do that, and then that's how we finish the connection. Wow, there's so many more puzzles down there. The C isn't needing to connect to anything. Wait. Hang on. The C isn't needing to connect to anything, so yeah, that's... I don't know why I put an extra cell in there. And now that has to do that for the 2. That was meant to be a dark cell. The 3 now has to go here. And okay, yeah, so for the 5 and the B to both work, you have to do that. Oh, hello. A Mirabilis. Okay, we're getting halfway through the upper floor. A Mirabilis. So, do the 1s, do the separation, deal with escapes. 2s are also quite nice when you have this sort of corner pattern, because you get the one of these must be light, and in either case this one must be dark. Also, we are connecting all of the dark cells, so this has to escape, this has to escape. These can't connect, so this is dark, this is light. Now, if this was light, we've trapped the dark cells, so this is light, this is dark, light, light, dark, 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 light. And now we're back to the similar sort of pattern with a 2, so one of these is light, this is dark. In fact, this is dark to escape anyway. This must be dark to escape. This must be dark for whatever's in this corner to escape, which forces the 4 to be there. What pattern can the 5 not have? The 5 cannot go up there. And that's it, I think. Oh, no, okay. It can't do that, and it can't do that. Because that's always going to trap at least one dark cell. Also, this... So the 5 also has to claim at least these 2. And at least one of these 2. But now it can't claim this one, in fact. So 1, 2, 3, 4... So it must claim that, and it can't claim this. There we go. Disambiguated. Less ambiguous than I previously thought. Okay, no 2x2s. Exactly one symbol per light area. Area numbers equal region sizes. Connect all dark cells. 3, 4, 5. So one of these is light, this is dark. That must be dark, that must be dark, that must be light. Exactly one symbol per light area. In fact, these 2 both have to be dark now. Light, dark, dark, light, dark. Excuse me. Dark to escape, no 2x2s. Light to escape, the 3 is complete, no 2x2s. Dark to escape, dark to escape, dark to escape. Dark to escape, the 3 is forced. Dark to escape, no 2x2s, the 6 is complete. The 5 is forced, no 2x2s, dark to escape. Now wherever the 4 goes, it needs 2. So it can go this square and this square, or this square and this square. It can never have this square because it connects to the 3. So in either case, this must be light. In order to bridge these two must be dark, and that forces the 3 and the 4. Nice and straightforward. I'm sorry, what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3, 6, 7, 8. One of these 2. This one must be dark. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, that one wasn't difficult. It was just a lot of counting. No 2x2s. No 2x2s. That's certainly a pattern. And we don't have to connect all of the dark squares in this one. Oops. Misclick. Oh, complete the pattern. Okay. I think that's all it needs. Oh, okay. The heck is this pattern, though? So these all have to be dark, I think. So I think this is a vertical bar down. And this is a vertical bar up, like that. Yes. As you can tell, I'm definitely not so great at the spot the pattern ones. Oh, it's Sierpinski. Okay, this one I can do. She says, and then fails to convince anyone. 3, 6, 7, 4, 5... Okay, it does just go straight to the end. And then... I think this one needs to be as well. And is there another one here? Yes. There's a weird angle of Sierpinski. Okay, so this is a spirally thing. So that arm goes there. This should be a forearm. And then a 1 arm, and then this one. This is a 4, a 1, so this is a 6 arm. Then a 1. Mirabilis! We have solved the upper floor. And none of those were shiny puzzles. So we still need to work out... Ooh, I bet armillary rings are shiny puzzles, actually. I also do need to still find some sky drops to see if those are shiny. Ooh, that's a big drop. Is this a big drop that's safe, is the question. Yep. I really wish this tree wasn't in the way. Sky drops are not shiny. Ooh. This looks fun. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. I'm sorry, what? That looked like that was a thing. I think it was that. Hey, a cat. Oh, it's a very pretty world. Oh, that's the wrong colour. I'm starting to see what the pattern is now. Although that looked like that. Was that right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's not the greatest puzzle to join on. I really don't like those glimpse ones. So here, for example, are the armillary rings I was talking to you about. And hey, Wolfie! So the armillary rings is you look through, and you have to click through all of the gold rings, but none of the dark rings. So like this one is here. Wait, armillary rings are not shiny either? What is a shiny puzzle? Ooh, hidden ring. Yoink. Let's do some sky drops. We'll show off the sky drops for you again as well. So the big glowy orbs are the sky drops. And with the sky drops, if I can work out where this set is, can I find a set of sky drops somewhere? This... Oh, that was one here. So they'll start glowing, and you have to position so you make a ring of them that are all the same size. Like that. This looks like an asleep puzzle still. Complete the shattered library to awaken this puzzle. Okay, let's do this puzzle down here then. Okay, so... Yeah, but Magpie the writer has much less of a ring to it. So these logic grids will all have different rules that show up on the right. So this one, the area numbers must equal the region sizes, is fairly straightforward. So we can start by separating all of the different numbers. And this one, I'm going to stare at for a moment and have a think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is quite constrained, actually. So the 8 has to have at least 5 of these. And no matter what happens... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, this one must be a light cell and part of the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be light and part of the 6. And now these two can't connect because they'd be trying to make this light region 6 and 8. So this now has to be a dark cell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now the 8 can only have those 8 cells. And it's done. But now those have to be dark. And now the 6 is kind of trapped. It has to come out around this 4. And is actually solved. The 4 now has to fit in the bottom. And the 2 is left over. Yeah, so diagonal touching is fine. It's only orthogonal touching that causes problems. Once your number is assigned, you may not touch any other numbers orthogonally. Do the sky drop while we're there. Ooh. Now here's a fun one. A sightseer. So the sightseer, we have to find where we stand to see this picture. So we've got a crumbly wall, some vertical pillars, and a fallen pillar. Which looks like it's probably going to be over here. Not that pillar, though. Oh, could be this pillar? Ah, there we go. And if you line it up right, it'll go yellow. And click. That's still not a shiny puzzle. Oh, I also see here a light motif. Where do I have to stand for... Oh, there's two light motifs. So this is the easy one. She says, being unable to line it up. Oh, it's because I'm not quite in the right place. Ah! It's trying to get that bit on the basin lined up properly is... There we go. I can't have completely made it up, Cat. We have this rare luminous quest to solve 30 of them. I just don't know what they are. Ah. Where am I supposed to stand for this one? Feels like it should be somewhere around here. But again, I just can't quite line it up. Hang on. I might have been trying to connect that one bit on the pillar to the wrong... There we go. I mean, it might well be lying to me. It's worth a ridiculous amount of sparks. Okay, well, misclicked already. So we can always block off a 1 immediately. The 2 now can't connect to any of these because it would immediately be a 3. So the 2 is forced to be there. The 4 is now just complete. The 6, 8, and 4 can't connect. This 2 has to have a light cell in one of these, so this must be a dark cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, let's just try making things take the least amount of... Actually, hang on. Is this 8 forced, actually? 1, 2, 3... Oh, this 8 is forced. Okay. That is how we solve this puzzle. So the 4, even if you tried to use this corner for the 4, has to have this cell, which means the 4 is then forced. That completes the 2. Don't misclick. The 6 has to escape and take one of these. This has to be light. It can't connect to the 3. That completes the 6 and forces the 3. Yeah, also with that leitmotif, Cat, the bit that was really getting me was there's like on this pillar up at the top, there's like one... Is it that pillar or is it this pillar? One of these pillars had a tiny bit on the top that connected to one of the two lines in the top up here. And I could not work out which of the lines it was supposed to connect to. These puzzles, I still don't really know how to solve. Like, I need to find the tutorial area for the... Like, I get the gist of it, but I'm not clear on how to understand the controls. So, this one's kind of an issue for me at the moment. That's getting close. Yeah, I need to find some sort of tutorial area for these. Yeah, it's a kaleidoscope, but you kind of adjust it by moving the mouse in different directions. And I just don't understand. I don't have a good visualization for what the directions are. Do you reckon we can do these rings from down here? Yep. Also, this box is a wonky colour. What does this box connect to? Or is this a box I've solved? It's a box I've solved, that's why. Logic grids, logic grids. Start by separating the letters. Also, connect all of the dark cells. The A and the B can't cross over each other. B's, A's, and everything has to connect. So the A's... Whatever happens, the D and the B constrain the A's. So the A's actually have to come down this way. The dark cells to connect. These have to escape somehow. This has to be part of the D, whatever happens. So these can escape. These can escape. This has to escape. And now, because of where this D block is going, the C has to come down here somehow. This has to escape. Escape, 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 escape. Everything has to keep escaping. Keep escaping. The D no longer has to escape. Also, this has to be dark. Misclicked. Okay, I can kind of see where this bit's going now. This has to escape. This has to escape. This has to escape. More escaping. There we go. See, a lot of these logic grids, once you kind of get the start of them, they kind of solve themselves. That's the one I think I said I'm going to do later because it's 5 stars and it's going to be really, really hard. Ooh, here's... Oh, this might be a shiny puzzle. Let's try this. So these, you have to get the lines of sight to appear to all of the pillars at once. Ha! The Sentinel stones are shiny. We have solved one shiny puzzle. And we need to... Ooh, mysterious... Oh no, mysterious hidden cubes. Find 10 hidden cubes. Okay, there's one. That's not a cube, but it's hidden. Oh, I've left the area. This isn't like that other island we were on where hidden cubes were everywhere and we kept falling over them. And to be fair, Kat, I was starting to doubt they existed as well, so I don't blame you. I swear I saw a hidden cube here. There it is. More hidden cubes, please. Oh, no, I've left the area again. Oh, is it this bridge? Oops. I was looking at the wrong bridge. Wait, is that a different Sentinel Stones? Looks to be. There we go. I'm guessing there's... Oh, there's one, actually. Okay, I take it back. I am still going to just blunder into hidden cubes all the time. But I'm expecting more of them up the top. And so far, I seem to be correct. There's another sightseer there. A 1 pip. Okay. No dark T-shapes. What am I doing here? This. So this has to be light. Are there any more obvious T-shapes we're in danger of making? Oh, this one. And this one. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of hidden arches up here as well. And I think that's the second sightseer I've seen. Oh, we've already found that one. Left the area. I shouldn't have just charged across the bridge, because I bet there's one in the middle. Find 20 hidden cubes. Yep. Also, if you're new to this game, collecting these mirabilis, mirabili, whatever you want to call them, is, as the game says, the main form of progression. So, receiving those is how you unlock new areas of the game and therefore new types of puzzle. So it's the main reason that I'm... yeah, pretty much, Cat. But, so a lot of the... Oh, I've actually just wandered off into a new area that's not properly unlocked yet. That doesn't help. But if I look at... like this... No, let's find a sensible one. So Domino Terrace, for example, there are 2 Mirabili to earn there. So that will probably be... Actually, I have a feeling I might know what that is. That might be a rolling block puzzles. So that will be do some number of puzzles to get the first Mirabilis, and then do all of the puzzles to get the second Mirabilis. It's usually how this game tends to work. Because it means that if you want to have a break and do something different, you can. And if you want to try and go for perfectionism, you can. So it opens up a whole load of ways to play. Right, let's do this Wandering Echo. I have no idea where it's... Where did it go? Did it just jump up to the top of the damn tower? Yeah, thankfully I have the yeet yourself power up. Ooh, hidden ring. Shall we do a crystal labyrinth? I love these, but I love mazes, so that's not surprising. Yeet. Ah. Where am I? This way. Probably this way. Thing is, the environment being pretty really adds to the game as well, because it allows them to play with some of these more environmental puzzles. And that is also just a lot of fun. Ooh, hello. Like, if the environment wasn't like this pretty and this busy without being overdone, like hidden cubes would be almost trivial to do, right? Ah. Gather no moss. Yeah, I mean, this is a super chill game, honestly, Wolfie. There's... like, it's one of the reasons I like it, especially right now. Because, like you both know at least, my brain never shuts down. But when I am busy and tired after lots of unpleasantly long days at work, it's the kind of stuff my brain can work on without overtaxing itself. Oh, I just saw another one up the top there. Without overtaxing itself too badly. Ah, let me climb on top of this cube. I knew there was going to be one hanging under the eaves somewhere. There's probably a second one on the other. Other tower. And I make no promises about treadmill safety when watching my videos. Wow, that one's partially in a wall. And there's the last one. We have becubed. Oh, okay. So, this one has an interesting way of starting, and I suspect it's going to solve itself. And the place to start is to ask the question, can this one in the bottom left corner be a dark cell? And I'm going to say it can't. Because if this was a dark cell, this would have to be a light cell. Like, these two basically have to be opposite colours or they make a 2x2. And that's the same for every pair here. They have to always be different. And if this is a dark cell, it then can't connect to any of the other dark cells. So this has to be light, this has to be dark. If this was dark, you've got a 2x2 here. So this is light, and this is dark. So that's how we start, at least. Now the question, can this be dark? No, for the same reason as this one. So this is light, this is dark. This now has to be light, this has to be dark. In order to escape, this has to be dark, this has to be light. Now, unfortunately, this one could be dark if this is dark. Can this one ever be a light in that case? No. Because if this is a light cell, this is a dark cell. The only way it can then connect is if this is dark, but it has to be light. So this must be... What did I say? I said this must be a dark cell, light cell, dark cell, light cell, light cell. This has to escape, dark, light. And there we go. I see invisible things. Oh, I've also just realised the Crystal Labyrinth counts as a shiny puzzle. Let's talk to the big glowy orb. Oh, you're new. Eloi the Scholar. Nature is a mystery until its inner workings are uncovered, but that only makes it more beautiful. Yeah, a lot of these logic puzzles are also very satisfying, Cat. Like, once you work out how to fit the rules that they give you in, they really do kind of solve themselves. And particularly if you enjoy doing logic, like other types of logic puzzle, you will probably get on quite well with them. Ooh, this is a very spread out one. Can we get that without losing that from here? No. Okay. There we go. Sentinel stones are one that I actually find quite tricky, oddly. In matters of size, no more, no less. I guess we start with one and work our way up. All dark regions have area 4. Okay. So those dark regions have to escape. This 2 is now fixed. A dark has to escape, has to be area 4. This is a 2. Has to be area 4. 3, 6, 7, 8 can't connect here. 2 is fixed, area 4, 9, this has to escape, that's area 4. There's your 12. All dark regions have area 4. And the letters have to connect. So these all have to have things in between them. And this must now be a light cell, because otherwise this dark region would be at least area 5. Which means all of these are dark cells, and by extension that one is done. That has to be dark, so that has to be dark. And one of these two must be, and it can't be that one. Oh, wrong button again. I will eventually get the right button for things. That A also has to escape. That must be light, that must be light, that must be light, that must be dark, dark, light, dark, 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 dark. And now these two have to be light because we can't have a big enough area. All light regions have area 6. This is going to be interesting, especially for this C. This C has to have area 6 without connecting to anything. So we start by separating the letters, as we always do. Oh, also this D is area 6 without connecting to anything. So this has to be dark, light, dark. This has to be light. The reason this has to be light is because we know it's area 6 and it can only have 2 down here. So it has to have at least 2, 3, 4. But this also has to be part of the C. Which means this is dark. Which means the B has to come down here. And then the C fills in the top corner. No L shapes and all dark regions have area 3 without being L shapes is interesting. So we can separate those. We can separate those. No L shapes. No L shapes. No. No, I've gone wrong there somewhere, haven't I? Hang on. Yeah, they have to be. And I'm just trying to work out what I did wrong. So that has to be a region. Oops, misclicked again. That has to be a region. Oh, I think I was trying to force that one to go this way, and it can't go that way, it has to go this way. It's also a really good observation, Cat, that with 3 that can't be an L shape, they have to be an I, because it allows you to say things like, this can never be a dark cell. Because you can't here have now a horizontal beam. So this must be like that. Ah, no, because it conflicts with that one. In fact, it has to be that. And in fact, the same for this one. This one has to go that way because it's in a corner. Yep. Yeah, you spotted my mistake. I was just testing. That's the official claim, right? Yeah, absolutely. All dark regions and... Okay, every region is Area 5. Interesting. Oops. This dark region has to come out here. These two light cells have to both come out here, which forces an Area 5. This is now Area 4. It can't connect to this, which still has to escape. This still has to escape. This can't be light, because we'd have a dark cell on its own in the corner. So basically this one has to be light, which clears that area. This has to escape. That's Area 5. This is now Area 5. This is now Area 5. These two both have to escape and are now Area 5. This has to escape. So one of these is dark and the other three are light. I think there were several ways you could have solved that one, but... oh no, maybe not actually, because you'd have run into something there. I might have to go and do a rewatch of that at some point soon. Okay, light regions have Area 4, dark regions have Area 2. So this must be dark, or this is a light region of Area 5. Which means this is dark, this is light, that's now Area 4. That's already Area 2. That's Area 4, that's Area 2. One of these two... Ah, this one can't be light because it'll connect to that. So this is dark, light, dark, that's already Area 2. Okay, so either that one is light or both of these are light. Does that help? I don't think so. Ah, precisely one of these two is light. So this one must be dark. And one of these two is dark. Which means both of these are light. Which means this can't be an S shape because it would connect to that. So this is light, this is dark, this is dark, this is light. That was some logic. So we need 3 more... We need 3 or 7 light cells. In fact, this must be dark, mustn't it? Which means these are light, dark, dark. So this has to be light, dark, and these are all light. There we go. I was about to do some complex, like, parity checking, and then realised I didn't need to. All dark regions have Area 4, connect all light cells. So this must be light. She says, clicking the wrong button. This must be light. This has to escape. This has to go to 4. This still has to escape. Go to 4. Light, light. That has to escape. This has to escape. This is dark. This is light. This has to escape. Okay, how does this connect to this? Well, it has to go here or here. So this must be light. I don't know if that direct... In fact, this also must be light for the same reason. If this is light, we have a 5 dark cell block. So this must be dark. These are all light. Dark, light, light, dark, light, dark. One of these two is dark, so it can't be this one because then that would be light and it would be trapped. So this is dark, this is light. So to connect, this is light, this is dark, this is light. Hooray! Numbers. All dark regions have area 3. But we start by separating all of the different numbers, as is our tradition. Fun pattern here for people who like patterns. This 6 in the corner is trapped by the 4 and the 5, so there is only one pattern. And it's a nice little triangle-y thing. Dark regions have area 3. So this is dark. These are both light. Dark, dark. One of these is dark. This is light. One of these are dark. This is light. This 4 has some options. Oh, this must be light, or this is a 4 size dark region. So this is dark, light, light. This is dark. These are both be light. Dark, light. Yeah, good spot, thank you. That one has to be dark. And now this one must be light. Dark, dark, light, light. The 3 is done. This now must be light, which means the 5 is done. These are both area 3. This can't be area 3, so it's light. Okay. So this is light, dark, dark, and these are all light. If this is light, this is dark, this is dark. Ah, okay. If this is light, it all breaks, so this must be dark. Yeah, I was just trying to work out if it could be completed by connecting down here. So I was just trying to play that game of... okay. And that accidentally just completes the whole thing. I think that might have just cheated us out of a Mirabilis. Or it gave us both at once. Oh no, please go ahead. Back seating is very welcome in this game. I mean, depending on who you are, it's welcome at basically any time, but when I'm speedrunning, I tend to at least take the tag off. I don't remember if I've put the tag back on, but if I haven't, back seating is perfectly fine. I think that does it. Yeah, there we go. If I can just find the right spot to click. I should also... Okay, I am back in the area. Ooh, the Lucent Waters Quest for Perfection. Let's go do that. Quests for Perfection are fun. I mean, if you've ever seen my Lion King speedruns, I crash the car often enough as it is. You'd be fine. Feels like there should be something hidden here. Where am I? There is a quest for perfection here somewhere. Is it this? Yes. Okay. This is just letters. So dark. Also, I need to be super careful here because this, you only get 3 mistakes across all puzzles. This must be light. B's, A's, B's, C's, D's. Okay, everything is connecting to at least something. So light, dark, light. This is going to have to come out around here. This is going to have to come out here. You can't flood fill. Interesting. Yes, so you get 3 mistakes in total, and it's usually like 4 or 5 puzzles. And it doesn't matter if you misclick or not, it's still a mistake. Okay, so the A's have to get to all of... I almost misclicked that one already. The A's have to get to all of the corners. The D has to escape. There has to be light between these two. Yeah, it's... I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like the very societal sort of ingraining that white is default. And it's why I kind of like how they've done it. Because my reflex is to assume that the light cells are... Also, I like the fact that the game calls them light and dark, not white and black. But that's a separate thing. But my reflex is to assume that the light cell is left click. So I keep left clicking for light cells. And they're not, they're dark cells. Which is just a nice thing for me to try and train my brain out of doing that. So I actually really appreciate it. Okay. I feel like the 2x1s are going to be important here. So how do the B's connect? Like, this B cannot in any way connect down here. So it has to connect through here somehow. And that can only connect to the C. So this must be a dark cell that's part of the B. Yes. Oof. Which means this also must be a light cell because this is part of a B, even if it's not connected yet. So how does C's connect? Now, the C's can't just go here. Actually, this can't be part of a C, ever. This can't be part of a C, ever. This must be a dark cell that's part of a C. So this is a light cell, and this is a light cell. This now has to be part of a C. This is a light cell. This is a dark cell. This A has to escape still, so light cell, dark cell, dark cell, dark cell, light, light. They might use little squares, but I suspect... No, they can't. No, they must use little squares, in fact. Yes, you're absolutely right, Kat. I, for some reason, thought this one was a large square. Because if the C used this square... The B already actually has to go across the top, which means the A has to come down, so the C is forced here. This A still has to escape here. So yeah, this bottom left A has to escape, so that's fine. This can never be a dark cell because it traps this A, so this must be a light cell. Which means that these must all be dark and these must be light. Okay. So we know this must be a dark cell to start with. Now, if this cell was a light cell, the B couldn't go anywhere. So this must be a dark cell. Yeah, the B does still have to connect to something. The B cannot escape downwards, actually. Because after here, it either has to take this cell and join an A, or this cell and join a C. So the B, regardless of anything, must come around the outside. Means this is a dark cell, this is a dark cell, light cell, light cell, dark cell, light cells, light cell, light cell, dark cell, light cell, dark cell, light cell, light cell, dark cell, light cell, dark cell, light cell, dark cell, light cell, dark cell, light cells. Yeah. There's like a lot of these, like I keep saying, is once you see the constraint, it becomes fairly clear. So the place I'm looking to start this one is none of these large cells can be light, because there's a 2 here next to all of them. So all of these must be dark, which means this is light and this is dark. It also now means that these are both light, because otherwise the 5 would connect. And the same here with the 2. And in fact, with this one, this must be a light cell, because otherwise this 2 is too large. So that's a light cell. And then this 5 has to escape, so you have this is a dark cell, this now must be light, or the 5 is too big, so dark cell, light cell. Now, what's my next constraint? Now, this could be a light cell, or this could be a light cell. The 5 has some options. This can never connect to the 5. But it could connect to the 9 if the 5 is here. Parity of 7, parity of 9. This 4 is the one that's kind of interesting me from a parity perspective. Because, like, the 2 can never reach this, right? Clearly. But if the 2 can never reach it... In fact, this could... Okay, it could be a light cell connecting to a 5 or 9, or a dark cell connecting to a 7. But these are all odd numbers. Which means if you have this one... In fact... Yeah, if you have this one, then you must have an even number of single cells. Which means this could... I mean, this could never connect to the 5 anyway. Correct. The 9 can never connect here. So the 9... That would be 6. In theory, the 9 could avoid the 4. But I have a feeling the fact that this is a 4 is going to play into the parity conversation. So, if the 9 uses this, what happens? So the 9 takes this 3, takes this 4, Oh no, actually, okay, if the 9 uses the 4, it could have a 3 and a 1. Yeah, the 3-piece must be. Because, as you said, this one cannot be part of the 9. So, yeah, okay, if this can't be part of the 9 has to go over here, which means the 9 has to use this, which means this must be dark. Actually, that, I think, is the crucial bit. Thank you. Because this now has to be dark, this has to be light, so this has to be dark, light. This now has to be light, because otherwise it breaks the 7. This... Oh, yeah, that wasn't correct logic. I wish it didn't, like, tell you that bit. I forgot the 7 still had these cells to go to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually now these must all be dark, which means the 5 now must use this, which means that's the 5, that's dark. These must both be dark, which means this is light. Okay, this starts off fairly easily at least. This has to be dark, light, dark. These both have to be light. This has to be dark. At least this one has to be light. So this has to be dark. This has to be dark, light, dark, light, dark. Yeah, that one... You see, sometimes, like, I just don't see things, or, like, I expect them to be a lot harder than they are. And that can really trip you up in games like this. But yeah, you have definitely had a week. See, already misclicked. That, just doing the obvious bits there. These 4s actually can't connect. Oh, also, all the dark regions have Area 3. That was a useful rule to have looked at. That tells me some things. That has to be there. They both have to be dark. That has to be dark. That has to be light. This has to be dark. This has to be dark, so these have to be light. This has to be dark. Light, dark. Light, dark. Light, dark, light. Dark, dark, dark. Light, light, dark, dark, light. Light, dark, dark. Dark, light. Dark, light, light, dark, 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 light. I think the 10 has to take this cell, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10 needs one more, which turns out to be this one. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I do this after a while. And I was saying this earlier, is I will just start, like, running through my logic at super speed. So the open invitation is, if you want me to actually explain it, feel free to say, and I can go back through it. But I kind of am just rattling through in my head. So we have to separate these. So that has to be dark and light. And then we have to deal with the escapes. So we deal with the escapes. I mean, I feel like this is going to be kind of straightforward, honestly. Because I don't see any other way. Because the B and the D constrain each other here. Let's start from this end, because this kind of proves it. So you get to this point. Yes. But this is kind of what I just seen, but from the other end. Because sometimes you kind of spot the pattern early, and you then have to prove that you were right the whole time. Okay, connect all of the dark and light cells. And this one that I'm hovering at the moment, I think, is going to be the key here. So if we say this is dark, and this connects here, then the light cells have to form a bridge over it, and that breaks. So this must be... No, actually, it must be dark, though, because this has to escape, right? No, okay. Which means that it forces the light cells to go around the edge of the grid. The only way for that to work is to do that. Yeah, I love the ones where they've clearly just drawn a picture and then backfilled logic. I just saw a leitmotif. Oh, where does this one start? There. Sightseer. Oh, this one's high up. So we're looking at a statue from the statue's left. We can see some water and some puzzles. Ah, I bet it's that statue. Or maybe that statue. It's one of these two statues, I think. I feel like this is actually super close. It's like, yeah, it's here, right? Yeah. Also, I feel like we should be able to do some matchboxes from up here. Could be that one. Nope. What's that one then? Oh, that's a weird planet thing. Okay. What's this one? Or this one? Okay. Don't know where that one is yet. Ah, was that this one? Yes. I haven't seen that one yet. Ooh, how about this one? Yeah, that goes with that one. Sometimes you just get a good vantage point for matchboxes and kind of helps solve them. I can't find all of the partners, though, unfortunately. Oh, how about that one down there? Come on. No, don't know where that one is. Ooh, that looks like a match 3. Shall we go see if we can do a match 3? Eee. Okay. 3, 6, 7. So we need to do... I think this is the first move. And then this, this, and this. I mean, it's pretty close to Tetris, to be fair. You know, I'm going to go to one of the islands. Oh, hello. It's Armia again. I know now where this journey leads. The blue light burning on the horizon. Hey. Yes, gather no moss. We picked well. Let descend upon me from up above. They come down and I spin them around till they fit in the ground like hand in glove. I should be good at these. Why am I not good at these? No, I just want to... Yeah, leave it there is how you do that one. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the kinds of puzzles that shows up in quite a lot of places. But it's still a fun puzzle, so I'm not going to complain. I've also seen a few of these, and they start to get complicated fairly quickly. Stop, drop, and roll. I think we've worked that one out, though. Where do I want... I think that's probably the way to do this. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, this one I remember watching somebody else solve. Yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, that's also a variant on a really old puzzle where you have to get, like, 2 groups of people past each other with, like, a little alleyway thing. What have we got here? We've also got flow orbs, we've got hidden pentads, we've got sentinel stones. There's a lot of stuff on this island. I'm going to do some armillary rings while I'm mooching around. Also just because I saw some armillary rings, so... There we go. Please, ancient... I'm not that old. Oh, okay, you were talking to the Auroral. So the Auroral is the one who's, like, in charge? Oh, it's this puzzle, okay. So now we're doing the opposite thing, and we have to hit every tile. Okay. So I think the place to start here is with these ones that are kind of stuck, having to do these odd little offshoots. And then this one can kind of roll the whole way around the middle. Damn it, that wasn't it. There we go. So this one, if you try and solve a ring first, you're going to get stuck on the second ring. So I think you solve the middle and then roll around the edge. Oops. Yeah, a lot of these are... I know, to be fair, a lot of them are at least types of puzzle that I've done a bunch in the past. Okay, this one you have to end up on this little offshoot. So if we work back from there, you're going to come out here, which means you're going to have to start there. And also, this is kind of a variant on a mathematical principle that was in a kid's maths book that I used to read when I was really young, and I think is still at my parents' house. The Murderous Maths series. And it's all about, like, even and odd parity nodes. It's a whole thing. It's like here, I think you can't solve the top first. And if you can't solve the top first, then you probably have to end there. So if you work that back, you get stuck. So that's not correct. You try going this way. Yeah, I mean, Murderous Maths is also where I got some of the things that I occasionally bring up, like the being able to divide 11 neatly by 4, which is secretly an exercise in rounding, but you don't realise because they disguise it. And they disguise it in a story about needing to distribute axes. Because that's a thing that happens. Okay. I'm trying to think, like, is this... You need to do some sort of spiral pattern, maybe? But I don't see a spiral that gets through, like, these 3 wide areas without trapping you. Unless you can go over the center cell more than once. The answer is you can go over the center cell more than once. Oh. Right. What was the route that I just worked out that let me do that? So I think you can kind of do just this. Or not quite this. No, not that. I think it is cat, yes. I just haven't worked out how yet. Yeah, look, there's somebody else solving the puzzle. Because, like, for example, you can crush this person under your giant rolling block. But that's not quite correct still. So I think you probably have to try and reach that corner last. But I'm not sure still. Yeah, see, that doesn't quite work. Oh, does this work? No? I was thinking if you could then do something like this and sort of... I think this is the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. That's also the same thing. Yeah. Yes. So repeating the middle square is the important part. And it's why what I was just trying to do is kind of solve opposite sides and then go back through the middle and solve the other opposite sides. Yeah, that does it. Yeah, absolutely right. You get the plus done and then you can just loop around the outside. Yeah, exactly correct. I think this one's actually pretty straightforward looking at it. Because I see... Have I just missed... I have missed something obvious, actually. Never mind. Oh, that is a cell that I need to hit. Because my initial thought was that you just start off this way. But no. So this one, you get stuck in the top right. So you have to end there. So I think what you have to do is this. Ooh, this looks like a complex armillary rings. There? Yep. Oh, these. Okay, let's... This is mean. Oh, this is much less mean. I thought that was a 2x1 block. Yeah, so the yellow blocks you have to have covered at the end, and the blue ones you have to have covered at some point in your route. Right, let's do these flow orbs. Oh, damn it. Didn't quite get there. I think that's the way to do that one, though. Oops, I didn't mean to do that yet. I wanted to... Yeah? Are you going to finish with masteries? Thank you. I wanted to see if we can get any movement speed upgrades. I know what words are. Oh, that's actually just a really useful ability. Are there any speed, like movement speed upgrades at all? No. Okay, fine. Damn it! 0.07 of a second. I don't see trying to do the uphill route is the way to go, so... Maybe it is. Almost. No. I'm getting worse. There we go. I don't need to do it again now. I've already got the gold one. Okay, I know how this one's going to work. So we have the 2x1 and the 1x1. The 1x1 has to roll all the way around the edge, essentially. That's fine. It's just kind of having to backtrack and make sure that you don't block off the route this has to take with the larger one. And then this little wonky corner bit. And you're done. There we go. Ooh, a Mirabilis. You have awakened. Rolling block and painted rolling block. Oh, and this is kind of the same as the last one, except the small one has to go up through the middle this time. And I'm probably going to have to stop at some point soon because it's starting to get late and I do still have the joys of work tomorrow. Hooray! We can go over all of these as many times as we want. On its end. On its end. Okay, so this one looks like it just slots in there. Although technically any of them could do that. I know, work sucks, but unfortunately I've got to do it. I at least am going to have some time off now in a few weeks. Which, plus side, means I get to do some bonus streaming, probably. Oh, I'm definitely doing a couple more puzzles, because we need to do a hidden pentad before we finish. And this one, I'm going to kind of cheat, because I actually remember roughly what the... or at least the gist of the solution. Which is, you roll that one weirdly over the edge like that. There you go. I mean, there'll be some bonus resting, but... honestly, if I'm playing a game like this, I actually... especially with, like, people in chat, it's quite relaxing to do, weirdly. This one, I feel like we have to hit one of these on the way down and one on the way back. That was not correct. Down, end. Oh, on its end. So I want it to be on its... no, I want it to be flat on its end, flat. I want it to be on its end there. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Relic hunting time. Well, there's one. Hop. Well, this is highly suspicious. Ah, there's one. I quite enjoy these hidden pentads, honestly, as well. Ah, there's one. And I don't see anything sneaking around down there. Oh, there's sneaky. What do you reckon? Last one inside, maybe? This is within the boundary. Ah, there it is. That was almost words. Oh, flow orbs. I thought those were sky drops for a second. Okay, what's the way to do these? Fell off the edge, damn it. Yes. Only needed 7.5. Get the rings. Big old rings. This one is mean. They're huge and they rotate so slowly. It's almost... No! Damn it. Let's do another puzzle. That one was actually pretty much forced, which makes it a lot easier. No! There we go. The level up dialogue was getting in the way of my armillary rings. Honestly, this one's also pretty much forced if you look at it. It's in any position, there's only one place it can roll to that you haven't already been. I know I said I was going to finish soon, but I can't stop. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so this one has to be here. No, it has to be here. I miscounted, apparently. 2, 2, 2. This one goes here. So that's the top one. This one, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That one is the left one, which means this one, hopefully, is the one at the bottom. Yep. And that one's not too bad, because there's kind of only one place each one of those could fit. So... Okay, so that one's the middle one. That one's going to be the one at the end. That one, the problem is just trying to work out how to get them past each other. And this is clearly going to be the same. And there we go. No flow orbs. Wait, where are these flow orbs? And are there only 5? Yes. That was pushing it a bit. More hidden pentads, more flow orbs. I'm happier about one of those things than the other. Looks like these flow orbs are probably kind of anti-clockwise-ish, maybe? Yeah. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I understand routing. I just kind of screwed up the routing. Again. Yeah, okay, this doesn't work as a thing. Try doing it the other way, maybe? No. Okay, let's try... Almost. That was good. Okay, if I hadn't screwed that one up... There we go. Ah. I swear I'm not doing armillary rings the way you're supposed to in basically any case. Oh, this is going to be fun. So I think... you basically have to do this. And then... just try and get those two past each other. Okay, we've got 2 pentads or sentinel stones, 1 armillary rings, 2 rolling blocks. I think we can finish this island, and then I might be able to convince myself to stop streaming. Help, I'm trapped in a content factory. There's one. And there's the last one. No? Damn it. That's one I've already found. And where is the last one? Becomes the question. Gotcha. We're now only 4 puzzles away from all Miraboloi. I just need to try and work out which puzzles I haven't done yet. Oh, this looks like a new area. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see where this one is going, I think. She says unconvincingly. Oh no, no, I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. It's all good. Clonk. Hidden relics, hidden relics. 1. 2. That one wasn't even really hidden. That's cheating. That one I've already got. Ooh, hello. 4. That one I've got. Where are you? Hello, hidden relic. This one's making up for the one that wasn't hidden at all, apparently. Does the boundary reach anywhere super wonky? Oh, there it is. Mirapolis. This looks not completed. Okay. So we can't just roll this 3 over. So we're gonna have to try and... I'm not sure that's where I want it either. I feel like that's not where I want it either. That's kind of almost... That's where I want it. There we go. Because this one can hit both of those really easily. There we go. "45 puzzles solved, and there's 1 more armillary rings." Oh, did I also miss... Yeah, I forgot to go talk to this Armia. Just as I did, they each awakened to a vibrant world of peace. What do I tell them now? Tell them that the echoes of time carry a story, and they will learn the rest on their journey before the gathering of minds. Okay. So some sort of gathering of nerds at the end. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Wait, I thought we did this one. Nope. Somehow managed to miss that puzzle. There's a launcher. I've not jumped on this launcher yet. Let's try that. Now that's a solved puzzle. Oh, this just takes you to these flow spheres. Okay. Well, that's boring, isn't it? Those are all solved. Whoops. I mean, it doesn't actually matter if we fall off the edge, but I do try not to, just out of consideration for the Auroral who has to catch us and put us back. I mean, it is alleging that there is one more armillary rings that I just haven't found. If I was an unsolved armillary rings, where would I be? Not hovering over the edge, apparently. Wait, is this another unsolved one? Yes. Okay, this has to go this way. And then presumably to the other side. And that's the way it's allowed to go across. No! Okay, that's enough. I was so worried it was going to have to try and go all the way back to the beginning then. Almost tried to open a hidden door there and then realised this is not Doom. Possibly slightly late in the game to have realised that this isn't Doom, but, you know, had to get there eventually. Oh, another unsolved puzzle. No, we solved this puzzle. No, we solved a very similar puzzle. I'm really struggling with this one. In a way that kind of suggests that I've got it completely wrong. Hang on. Like, the only way these two can both get through here is if this one does this. So let's just try and solve this one on its own up here. Yeah, the watery bits are illegal. The problem is, I don't see... Hang on. Hang on. No, okay. There is another way for this one to get there. If I can work out how to do it. No, that doesn't work at all. What was I thinking there? I was trying to bounce this one just off this, which was clearly never going to work. But it could... It could do the other 5, in fact. Yeah, so I think this one, in theory, if I can line it up so I get it on its edge here, on its edge here, on its edge... I need it on its edge here. No, that wasn't it. That was almost it. That's it, isn't it? This one is a bit more manoeuvrable. Yeah, once I realised there was another way through, that became a lot easier. It just took me a bit, which is a sign of how tired I'm getting, really. The problem is, like, these kinds of games are so engaging to me, I'm not feeling tired. And it's just like, no, I want to keep doing more of them. Ooh, let's not jump off the edge. I'm going to find the 1 armillary rings that I haven't done. And then we're going to call it a night. Because I want this last Mirabilis. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Those are all done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's 5 of them. Yeah, exactly. The puzzles are becoming suspiciously difficult. Okay, it's not hiding by the start. I would not have put it past this game to do that, so it was worth checking. It doesn't look like there is a cave down there it's hiding in either. Oh no, that's a flow orb. I thought I'd seen like a tiny one then. I was like, no, wrong type of puzzle. One, two, three. Feels like there should be one here. This area is kind of suspiciously devoid of rings. Four. Oh, that one is done. 5, 6. I can't even find the 7 I've done now. Oh, there was one up on the island, wasn't there? That was 7. Honestly, one thing that I think would make this game a little bit friendlier would be if it could, like, tell you where puzzles were in an area. At least for some types of puzzles. Or, you know, like where the start points are or something. Something just to make it a little bit more accessible rather than going, well, you're telling me there is a puzzle somewhere. Are there any hints? Yeah, so it's the rings that have the lances through. Hang on, hang on. Oh, that just brings you up here. Now I know how you're supposed to get to this island. Oh, I never do things the easy way, or the intended way. It's time to hunt in all of the weird corners now. We've now tried there, it's not there. It's not hiding down by these flow orbs. Go ahead, Owen. I'm completely open to backseating. It's on the building's roof. Like up there. Oh, sneaky. Thank you. That is... I was well, I would have found it eventually, but not for a while. But no, it's that one. There we go. Oh, and that was also the last puzzle in the area. That is how you finish a stream on a high. Accidentally 100% complete. I was expecting to have to come back later. Let's yeet ourselves back to the mainland, and then I guess we're back to this on Friday. Because there's still a lot of this game I haven't played. No more puzzles. Bad Perséphone. Right. thank you all for joining me for that. I definitely need sleep now. It's getting late. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.